You are doing okay. Work is handled. Nothing is actually wrong. And yet, something that used to be there is harder to find now. Not gone, just quieter. You function, you show up, you get through the day, but the version of you that used to feel things clearly, the one that got genuinely excited, genuinely present, that version feels further away than it used to. And if you keep waiting for something dramatic to explain it, you will spend a long time not understanding what is actually happening. Here is what it looks like on a regular day. You go through the motions, not with dread, just on autopilot. Someone asks how you are. You say fine. And you mean it because nothing is wrong. But later, alone, you try to feel something, and it is just flat. Not numb, not sad, just less than it used to be. You watch something that would have moved you before, and instead of feeling it land, you notice yourself watching yourself not feeling it. This is not laziness. It is what happens when a system has been running at full capacity without being given a chance to actually rest. Emotional response is not passive. It takes resources. When that system gets overused without recovery, not from one big thing, but from years of small things piling up, it starts to regulate down. Not because something broke, but because the system learned that feeling everything cost more than it could keep spending. Think of a phone that has been on low battery for so long, it started closing background processes automatically. The phone still works, it just quietly turned off everything that was not essential. That is not damage. That is the system doing what it does when it is asked to keep going without being given what it needs. This did not happen suddenly. A period harder than expected. A few years of more responsibility than felt manageable. The system responded the way it was designed to. It prioritized function over feeling. And somewhere in there, without deciding to, you learn to get through the day on less and less of yourself. Some people notice it as distance, present in the room, but not quite in the moment. Everything visible, nothing quite vivid. Others notice it as efficiency, organized, productive, reliable, but the texture of things went flat. Same underneath. The system learned to run lean. And lean is sustainable, but it is not the same as being present. Here is what most people do not say out loud. It is not that they feel bad, it is that they feel less. And feeling less for long enough starts to feel normal. Until something small happens, a moment that should have mattered, and they realize they did not feel it the way they would have before. When this goes unnamed, certain things follow. You stop looking forward to things not because nothing good is coming, but because the anticipation has gone quiet. You pull back from things that used to energize you, not dramatically, just a little less each time. You become very capable and very contained. Good at the surface, less available to the depth. This is not weakness. It is what happens when a system has been spending more than it has been given back. What this feeling is quietly revealing is this. Feeling less is not the same as being less. The version of you that used to feel things more fully is not gone. It is conserved. The system did not break down. It scaled back. It kept what was essential. It quieted what felt like too much. The question worth sitting with is not what is wrong with me. The question is, what has this system been running on? And when did I last give it something back? Because the version of you that felt more fully is still in there. It is just waiting for conditions that feel safe enough to come back. The next time something good happens and you notice yourself waiting to feel it, but it does not quite arrive, do not move past that moment. Just stay in it for a second. Not to fix it, just to notice that you noticed. That is the system beginning to pay attention to itself again. If this hit you, watch this next. Why you feel empty when nothing depends on you.